them.
What's good, y'all? CodedProphecy here, back with another video for you guys. And as you can see, it's some exciting news today. Okay, if you a Melty Blood fan, it's some exciting news today. If you a Type Moon fan, it's some exciting news today. All right, listen, bro. I woke up today and my timeline was blowing up with Melty Blood. I'm like, bro, what's going on? What they talking about? Melty Blood, bro. Why everybody gassing the Melty Blood right now? Don't get me wrong, Melty Blood fire, but like this type random. So then I'm like, I bet, let me peep what's going on. Come to find out, a new Melty Blood game is coming out. Now look, bro, if y'all don't know what Melty Blood is, basically Melty Blood is one of those, like, it's an old fighting game, right? It's one of those fighting games that's like, it got some legacy to it. You know, it's been out for a minute. I think it came out in like early 2000s, like 2002, something like that, 2002, I'm pretty sure. And like it's been updated over the years. Obviously, I think the latest one dropped in like 2011, so it's been like 10 years since like the last anything for Melty Blood came out, if I remember correctly, or ever since they ported it to Steam. I think that was like the last of whatever type for the game. So obviously people been waiting a long time. You know, people been waiting, they've been asking for a long time for Melty Blood to get something. Like I said, Melty Blood is an old game. It's a fighting game based off of a light novel from the Tsukihime series, if I'm not mistaken. So it's really old, right? And a lot of people have been waiting for it, and today they finally got an announcement that a new one, Melty Blood Type Lumina, is actually going to be dropping later. I want to say later this year. I don't know when. There wasn't an exact release date, but it is coming out 2021, slated for 2021. And like I said, this news dropped this morning, but I'm recording this like type late, so y'all might see this video type late just because at the time it came out, there wasn't really a lot to go off of, and I didn't want to drop a video of just me saying, video out, it's coming 2021, see y'all next time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to give y'all something at least, you know. So I waited a little bit, and lo and behold, somebody somebody compiled a Google Drive of like all the information basically surrounding the game, basically with all the translations and all the information we need to know for the game. Translations were done by, I think, I'm gonna leave the links in the if I could find links, I'm gonna leave the links in the description, but translations were done by somebody, BD Tetra, and all the images for the everything that's probably gonna be on the screen, done by Banana Shiki. You're gonna see it on the screen regardless, you know. So go follow these guys. Go follow them. Shout outs to them for all this information. But yeah, basically, yeah, this news obviously is coming because this game is dropping because it's supposed to be coinciding with the new Tsukihime movie that's supposed to be dropping. I think it's dropping 2021 as well, right? Yeah. So that movie's coming out this year, and this game is obviously supposed to be based off of that. So as you go down, obviously you see the images, you have some of the characters. You got Shiki, staple character, have some screenshots for him. I'm probably gonna enlarge them and put them up on the screen so it's better for everybody to see. But you have Shiki, one of the staple characters. Yeah, everybody knows who he is. And then come down and we have like two other, I think there was like 4 characters that we visually see confirmed. You see Shiki, you see Akiha, you see Arquid, I don't know how you pronounce her name. I'm gonna just say Arquid. And then we have the 4th character, was a CL, who, again, these are all like familiar characters. A lot of people by this point you've seen, especially CL. I've seen CL everywhere. Like she is all over the place, honestly. Like this is one of those characters where, like, I said this before in like a video way long ago about when I was talking about BB Tag, but like some of the what's it called? What's the name of the game? I think it was Arcana Heart, right? I said this a long time ago. Like the Arcana Heart characters, there are some Arcana Heart characters that you probably never even heard of Arcana Heart, but you could recognize some of the characters. CL is one of those examples of characters where you probably never even heard of Tsukihime or Melty Blood, but I feel like if you've seen this character, you probably recognize her from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. So plus, like I said, the people who are making this game is Type Moon as well, who are also the creators of Fate, and I'm pretty sure CL has made some appearances in the Fate series as well, so obviously people can recognize it from there. So like I said, the game is going to be based around the movie that's dropping. I kind of want to go over some of the information that we know about the game, for the most part, some of the more important information, basically. So, like, first things first, going over the characters. For what we know so far, there's going to be 10 playable characters. And the characters that they're picking characters based off, like I said, they're picking characters based off the movie that's coming out in later this year, Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass. They're picking characters from there. So one of the things that's important to note is that a lot of characters that were in the past Melty Blood series are probably not going to make it back to the roster of this game, just because, like I said, they're picking characters solely based off of that movie. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, Sion, or as most people know her as Eltnum, if you played Under Night, Eltnum, who was a guest character in Under Night, but she originally was in the Melty Blood series. She was originally in Melty Blood. She's not going to be in the game because she isn't a part of this the Tsukihime storyline or the Tsukihime universe originally, right? So she's not going to be a returning character, and a lot of characters like her that are in that situation aren't going to be returning to the game either. So it might be an instance where there's going to be a lot of people might be missing their characters just because, like I said, they probably won't be returning. They're picking characters based off of Tsukihime, like I said, and if I go over here, I brought up the characters that are basically like gonna be basically like confirmed for the game because they're a part of what's going on with this story. So obviously we have Shiki, we have Arcwood, we have CL, we have Akiha. There's another character named Hisui Kohaku. They have Aoko, and they have Noelle. Now, me personally, you know, at the times I did play Melty Blood, because I played Melty Blood like some years ago. It's been a minute. It's been a long minute. Aoko was the character I was learning. Yeah, Aoko is dope to me. I wanted her in the game, and most likely she's gonna be in the games. Like I said, this list of characters is most likely to be the characters that are gonna be in there. So we'll see. They might add some more because I feel like even with them, that's kind of like a small roster. I don't know how big they plan on making the roster for the game, and I know there are people who have like issues with like roster sizes being a certain, whether they be too big or too small. But for the most part, that's all we know in terms of characters right now. Obviously, all of it is just speculation. We won't know more until they actually drop more information about the game in general. But until then, that's basically all we know for the roster. Now, they have a segment here about the story mode. It says in single player story mode, characters will go through an event story written by Nasu. And other than that, a limited health survival mode and a mode to where you can compete with completion time will be available. So I'm guessing like a time trial mode or whatever. So they have that. The story mode is basically just gonna be like in a visual novel type of sense. It's gonna be presented in a visual novel type of way. So similar to how it is in Under Night and other games like that. So there's that. And then they have something with the controls where it's saying a simple control system implemented that allows you to get enjoyment out of it. So one thing that they did say was that the game is gonna have auto combos. Now, the thing is, for me, I don't really care about auto combos, right? It also depends on how they implement them. Because the thing with Melty Blood is the way the game was, you could pick like 3 different styles to play a character, and one of those styles had auto combos in it. Like one of those styles you could play with auto combos. The other 2 didn't. I'm pretty sure the other 2 didn't, but like one of them you could play with them that way. And also Under Night also had auto combos, but really there was no use in going for it because you got so little damage for it. It was really like no need, so you might as well just learn the actual combo, you know what I'm saying? But with this game, from what I'm reading, there hasn't, from everything I read from this doc so far, they're really pushing the fact that this game isn't gonna be made like exactly the same as the other Melty Blood. They're pushing the fact that this game is gonna feel like Melty Blood, but they're making it to play a completely like in its own way and to play in its own direction in terms of mechanics and controls. But they want to try and keep like a feel of Melty Blood to it. So they're saying there's gonna be a lot of newer mechanics, but also like some similar mechanics from the older ones. But basically those are like the basics of it, like in terms of like air movement, like in terms of double jumping, air dashes and guarding and stuff like that. That's basically all going to be the same from what they're saying. But in terms of mechanics wise, there's probably going to be differences that's going to like make things feel different than how they were in past Melty Bloods, right? So that's something. I know. Like I said, when a lot of people hear auto combos, it's kind of like a negative to them, right? But I don't know. For me, it always depends on how they do it. Like Dragon Ball Fighters, I got used to it, but I'm still I still don't like how it's implemented in the game, right? I got used to it over the course of like 3 years, but I still don't like how it's implemented in that game. So it just depends to me, right? As long as it doesn't take out the core, like how the game actually feels and how fun the game is, then it is what it is to me. Other than that, they have like a little mini interview section, and I'll try to like cliff notes it for you guys. So I'll give y'all the question and like basically the cliff notes of the answer, because the answer is pretty long. So first question they have here is, first of all, how and why did you decide to create Melty Blood type Lumina? Why is that? Or why is it that you chose the time to create this game? Basically, Narita, I don't know if I'm pronouncing their name right, I apologize if I'm not, but it says Narita, he said, basically the reason why they're doing it, obviously, is because they finally got the chance to work on it. Like, over the past couple years, they've said that they've got, obviously they've gotten calls from the fans and stuff to make another Melty Blood, but the timing of them doing it wasn't right. You know, there was always something in the way of them doing that. But since now that the Tsukihime movie is coming out, they figured they got a call and they was like, hey, it's the perfect time to make a new Melty Blood. So the team was just like, I guess why not? So they just hopped on the project and did it, right? That's basically what he's saying. They got the opportunity to finally make it, and so they're making it, basically. Next question is, in this initial information, it was revealed that Tono, Arcuid, Akiha, and Ciel were available as playable characters, all of them from Tsukihime R, but will other characters also be from Tsukihime R? Kamone, who a lot of you might know as one of the developers for Under Night, or the developer for Under Night, he answers and he says, yes, that is indeed the case. In general, the characters will be chosen from the new Tsukihime and Tsukihime R. So like I said, a lot of the characters are going to be in the game, basically going to be coming from that movie universe or that Tsukihime universe. So if a lot of characters that you like from Melty Blood don't end up being in the game, or from the past Melty Blood don't end up being in the game, this is the reason why. It's just how it is, you know what I'm saying? Next question is about the battle system, which is probably another important question a lot of people care about. Is there any resemblance to the previous Melty Blood titles? What are the new systems? This one, I don't know. I'm probably going to read this one. It's probably won't cliffhanger this one. Kamone, again, he goes on and he says, in regards to the battle system, we tried to make something that feels Melty Blood-like while creating systems from the ground up. I can't say that it's exactly the same, but shields, heats, aerial combos are of course a Melty Blood experience, and the game is created around that, so I think I can say that it will feel very similar. As an example of a brand new system, a new resource and actions that use that resource, as well as many new systems will be introduced. Compared to the previous years, it is likely that the way you move around and play the neutral game will change, so I hope you are interested and new info will be released. So basically they're saying the game is, like I said earlier, the game is gonna feel, they want to make the game feel like it's old Melty Blood, but they're building it differently to make it, give it like a fresh feel and make it different, and also probably doing things to make it more easier for newer people to get into the game and get into the series and stuff like that. So again, we just gonna have to wait and see till we get actual gameplay footage and stuff like that. Another big takeaway, I probably should have said at the beginning of this video because a lot of people don't make it this far, but another big takeaway is that this game is going to be having rollback netcode. That is something that's super big, especially for fighting games nowadays, to have rollback netcode, because delay base just not it anymore. And honestly, rollback is the way for most fighting games in terms of netcode. So that's really good to hear. This game is also being developed for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. There's no word on PC yet, but most likely it will be coming to Steam at a later date. They just haven't announced it yet, but PS4, PC, and PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, that is what this is gonna be dropping for. So yeah, like I said, man, the new Melty Blood game is coming out. This is something that came way out of left field. A lot of people weren't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. Like I said, Melty Blood is a dope game. You know, I've played it. I'm probably gonna get back to play it just because of this. Honestly, like, I woke up, I was like, hey, yo, new Melty Blood, I'm about to hop on the old one, because why not? Why not, right? It's definitely not gonna play exactly the same. They've already said that multiple times. It's not gonna play the same, but might as well. I'll leave the link to this doc in the description if you guys want to read over everything for yourself. Again, shout out to Banana Shiki and BD Tetra for putting all the information, getting all this information, the screenshots and everything for people to view. It's pretty great. But if you are a fan of Melty Build, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you hyped for the game? I know I've seen a lot of people hyped for the game. I'm personally hyped for the game. Yeah, say, are you hyped? What character do you want to see come through? If you know anything about the Tsukihime series, and you know any character that might be able to make it into the game, who do you want to see come back? You know, I don't know who else they're gonna plan on putting in, because like I said, how the roster is being built. But hey, if you have any wish lists, you know, let me know in the comment section down below as well. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, hit the like button if you did enjoy the video. That's what made from me, and I'm out. So, boy.
I've been going coast to coast, so much more to learn, I'm trying to know the most. I've been getting high off life till I overdose. Every single day, what a ride, yeah, a roller coaster. Try to see it all before I'm chilling with the older folks. Yeah, keep it a whole damn 1,000 bits of fly, but I still be grounded. Listen like, yeah, I went and found it. Drip too hard, I feel like a fountain. Got this place bouncing like it.